What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of SC Outdoors. Today I am out doing a little bit of trout fishing. It was a little bit of a morning for me. Decided I was going to go smallmouth fish, my favorite local creek. Got there and it was really muddy and I have no idea how. We haven't had really any rain last 3 or 4 days at least. But that creek just for some reason stays really muddy for a long time. You almost have to go a couple of weeks without rain to fish it clear, and it's just not that, it doesn't ever fish well when it's muddy like that. So there weren't many backup options. I didn't really think I'd need any, so I took a 40-minute drive west to this small stream. It was the closest thing I could think of that wouldn't be packed. It's Labor Day today, so I know a lot of people are going to be out fishing, but I never really run into anybody here, so I figured I'd probably have a decent shot. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. So we're gonna see if we can catch some wild browns, maybe some holdover fish. They do stock it here, but it's usually just wild browns, and it does flow into some stock streams, so maybe some bigger holdovers swam up here for the summer, stay in the cold water, and we'll see. Get it going. There we go. A wild brown. Nice. Didn't take long. Just started. Got the single hook spinner, so things should be a little bit easier for me today. Here we are, first fish. Nice little wild brown. There he goes. There we go. Brownie. Yes. I think it's a stocked fish, actually. I rarely ever get stockies in here. Not the biggest one ever. So there he is. I think definitely a stocked fish. Just doesn't have that wild look. He might be wild, but I think he's probably stocked. That fish was chasing my spinner a bunch of times, so I decided to throw a trout magnet on there. It was just too good for a trout magnet. Real deep, slow. I think there might be a bigger one in there, but we'll give it a shot. No way, is that a largemouth? It is. I thought I saw a largemouth in there. Really pretty, actually. Sometimes these little creek largies can look pretty good. I think there's actually a decent one in there. I thought it looked like a largemouth, but could be a decent trout too. There we go. I believe that's a trout. Yep. Brownie. Had missed a couple fish in there. Still a decent trout. Couldn't get him to bite. Very nice little, I believe, wild brown. There we go. brown. I got distracted. A decent one swam past me. I was looking at him. And this guy dead. Another little brown. There we go. There's a brown. Giant school of creek chubs in there that were messing with me, but I figured there had to be a trout in there. Still not much as far as size yet, but it does feel good to get on some wild browns for sure. Weather's getting cooler. Starting to feel a little bit more like fall. It's about 70 degrees out, 75. Just feels so good. But there's got to be this creek system and its tributaries and whatnot have some big trout. I've caught big trout elsewhere. Fished here a few times and never really got a monster, but I've seen a couple nice ones. And I just have a feeling I might be able to stumble on one here eventually. There's a brown. There's a really dark one. Nice, he unhooked himself for me. A really dark fish, really pretty. There we go. That's a decent one. About a tie for the biggest of the day. Still not a monster trout, but not as big as some of the ones I've been seeing lately. There she is. Wow. I did not expect that. Little brown on the pink trout magnet, so I hooked real quick, but so there he is, just a little guy. There's some good fish in this pool though. Had him chasing my spinner. I went to a white trout magnet. Couldn't get him to bite. They were chasing that too. First cast on the pink. I mean, it's a little one, but see if I can get one of the bigger ones to bite out of here. There we go. What are we at here? That's a trout. Nice. Creek split, really shallow on this left side, but I didn't think anything would be in there. There we go. This ain't a bad one. Might be one of the bigger fish. Not a terrible fish at all. Not the one I'm going after in there, but he works. There we go. Decent trout, finally. Yes. Stocky. Didn't think to find a stockfish this far up. Well, I had a feeling they might be anyways, but it's typically just wild fish up here. He's a decent sized fish. Definitely has that stocked look, but he's starting to shake it. Oh, there he goes. I'm on my way back to the car now, just kind of throwing a trout magnet in the better looking stuff and stuff that I knew had a decent fish from when I was using the spinner. So we'll hopefully be able to get maybe one more before we head out. All right, guys, we are back where we started, back on top of the bridge. Fun day and a really cool stream. Didn't get the monster that I wanted. Saw some really nice fish, kind of whiffed on a couple of good ones, but that's all right. It was a really fun day. Still a little bit upset that I couldn't go to my original creek, but hey, this is completely fine with me. Starting to feel like fall. Trout fishing is getting really good. We were here a couple of weeks ago. The water was still cold, but not a whole lot of fish were here. So they're already starting to move downstream, which is a good sign. Just a couple of weeks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, definitely like, subscribe, and I will see you next time here on SC Outdoors.